Look at you, my bubblegum sugar pies. This is the monthly candle for Bitcoin. We are continuing to push through in September. In fact, friends, so far, this is actually the biggest September I think we've ever had in crypto history. So it's around plus 10%, which is enormous for Bitcoin, especially to make the candle green. I wonder what comes next. Let me give you a sneak peek. Now, shout out to Rexy Boo Capital, friends. I understand that. Look, Rexy Boo, I think, is a Bitcoin maxi of sorts, but there's a lot of incorrect posturing going on right now. There's a lot of extreme Bitcoin maximalism. They're like, you will all suffer to the Bitcoin. I don't know, bro. You're just sitting here right now at literally around 57, 58% dominance. You've been going up for literally like 620 day now. Record, all right? So you can see Rexy Boo's post here. He says, you will get Bitcoin at the price you deserve, just like everyone else. He was actually replying to Raoul Pal. Shout out to Raoul Pal. And they're all basically trying to throw shade on him. Raoul Pal basically made some posts, and then Michael Chad Saylor replied under him, and he said, Bitcoin misses you, Raoul. So then Raoul Pal says, yay, I love Bitcoin and stuff. I'm not as rich as you. So pretty much Raoul, friends, he gets it. The global liquidity index, you know what I mean? He's writing the blueprints for everyone else out there. He has a higher tolerance to risk. And it depends where you're on the risk curve. We've gone through this so many times. That's why you like and subscribe, friends. That's why I'm also going to play for you some pump music. We are here for those beautiful, beautiful, sweet green candles, friends, and that's what's coming next. So as crypto pumps, friends, I want you to know something, okay? You're going to have a different perspective as you see these prices fly. So if you're starting to see something like this, like for example, if you just start to see, I've got PulseChain price chart here, friends, people are just going to come in and they're like, dude, what the hell is going on here? Why are these things just like moonshotting, okay? And there's a reason. People are going to ask you, why is Bitcoin 100K? Well, look, from a cryptocurrency perspective, stocks are worth zero because you don't actually own anything. It's just a piece of paper. Okay, so there's a lot of people in crypto, they're principled like that. And by the way, you and I like that. You don't want to touch stocks. You know, all these regulation, all these other garbage, and then the prices are garbage most of the time. The growth rate's nothing. You see? Now, that's a cryptocurrency perspective. From the stock market perspective, the stonker, they think crypto's worth zero because there's no cash flow in this stuff. You see? There's no cash flow. There's no like product that they can put their eyes and touch. You see? There's no earnings in most of these places. They're like, oh, what's Bitcoin? It has no cash flow. Because they're thinking about it wrong. You see? It is digital real estate. If you have a block of land in New York, it doesn't produce any cash flow, but you could produce cash flow out of it. Yes, that's why it's digital New York real estate equivalent, right? That is what Bitcoin is. That's what crypto is. That's what buying a layer one chain coin is. So you could do something out of it, right? And everyone is buying up the land now, speculating that something big will come in the future. So ultimately, both are right and both are wrong. I'm here to give you a hug, wearing my NASA astronaut jacket, friends. That's ultimately what it comes down to. You're going to see these altcoins and these meme coins fly. And we have C's. I beat my robot. Shout out to you, sir. We all know HEX is headed to $1. That is awesome, sir. So, yes. You see, people don't understand it, but now you're going to get it, okay? You are owning real estate. You're owning a share of something. And you're speculating that it's just going to be popular. That's what it comes down to. And we really do see history repeating, friends. This is MMCrypto. He's now started up with these massive close-up face shot videos. Bitcoin, I go all in. So yes, friends, obviously Chris, he's a macro swing trader for Bitcoin. I can't even call it string, really. Macro trader trading off like these, 2-week and monthly charts. So exactly 4 years ago, it was the exact same thing, man. I'm not joking. Tick for tick, friends, it was exactly repeating the exact same way. I remember where we were 4 years ago. MMCrypto has a triangle here, and then we busted up, and then he had another triangle here, and then literally just went turbo long. He was turbo long here. Michael Saylor was buying here, by the way. That's where it was. And now everyone is now seeing the exact same thing. I know it's a channel here, but everyone's just waiting for this up-only part. It's spooky. It all repeats. Now, I just want to show you, friends, that you really got to believe when it comes to this game. Do you remember when Gwei, the Ethereum network, it was below 1? Could you ever believe it was actually below 1.0 Gwei? Well, it's up to 44 Gwei already. Okay. Now, obviously, that's the gas unit of Ethereum, and on Etherscan right now, you can see it's around back to 14 Gwei. So look at this. A swap is 13 bucks already, man. This thing can easily go to 250 bucks. It's not even funny, right? When there's a lot of volume and people coming in, you just see these things spike up straight away. And that's what it's like. When no one wants you, no one wants you. And when everyone wants you, guess what? There's only a door that fits 2 people at a time. It's like going into a party of a house. That's what it comes down to, okay? So luckily for us, friends, PulseChain is available to be able to punt on ecosystems. That's what you want, okay? PulseChain is a protein version of Ethereum. Basically, New York exists as Ethereum, and then someone just went and threw out the same ideas as Ethereum, which is PulseChain, and you have heaps of other chains as well. And then it's like, basically, you know, you get the first dibs. You get to come in, and everyone's taking the first ideas. That's why you have amazing meme coins, altcoins. You have a lot of opportunity here. However, it's not going to be there forever, is it? It's all up to whether or not you have the balls to get in and believe. And speaking about balls, are you ready to fight, friends? So here is Ryu. Here we have Paper Hand Soy Boys as Guile. All right, so ready to fight. PulseChain, remember, PulseChain ecosystem is still 1,700% away from Cardano. That's the funny part, friends. Still 1,700% away. I have the 24-hour mark of these right here. So PulseChain is still 750 million market cap. And if people are wondering, like, why is the HEX PLS ratio going up? Why is HEX outperforming Pulse in this short period of time, friends? They all oscillate. But it's because of ETH BTC. ETH BTC, remember, ETH BTC is like PLS over HEX. So ETH BTC is weak. So layer 1's weak over the store of value. And up here, the layer 1 will be strong. We're just waiting for that moment in time. Now, here's the beautiful part, man. They oscillate in the PulseChain ecosystem. Like, you can just own both. You're not fighting each other, okay? It's symbiotic. Isn't that beautiful? And HEX just did a pumper of a move recently, friends. Like, this is nothing, man. We just really came up here. Here you have a 200% move already. Like, imagine the next 200% move. That's going to be funny. Back up to 3 cents. And then everyone can start to dream of that $1 again. We are already dreaming of it. That's what people are going to come in for. Friends, you can literally say any other price target you want. You can say 2 cent HEX. You can say 10, 8. It doesn't matter what number it is. People will find the way to just put $1 there. They'll just find the way. And then the crowd will run with it. And even if you didn't even say that number, they'll throw it out there. They want to cheer for that number. Just like Bitcoin in 2021. They wanted to cheer for 100K. They want to cheer for it now. And trust me, when there's a will, there's a way. Look at these HEX price pumps as well coming up here that we've been seeing recently. See, it's actually gone up to hit a penny straight line. And then here you have a lot of leg room to go up so we can hit 10 cents, which is absolutely nothing because the high was not 55 cents. And here you have nice price targets, 3, 5, 10, 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, $3.69. You can only wonder how high it goes. Now, remember, friends, if you are playing in the PulseChain ecosystem, don't try to do ratio trading stuff. Don't try to mess around with anything. Just be long everything. Because you find that, it's very hard to basically check everything else at the same time. Everything in crypto is correlated, man. Look at PHEX for the past month, friends. Up 148%. It's actually the biggest bubble. And then you have PulseX here as well. So it's just a matter of time, man. These other coins, friends, yeah, they go up. There's no cult, man. Where's the cult? Where's everyone yelling about it? Where is their survival of minus 99%? They don't have it. They don't have 2 conferences in the year, man. We have an ecosystem, all right? We have a HEX and PulseChain ecosystem out here, all under the PulseChain umbrella, friends. So there's so many things brewing. And look, you can play anything you want. If you want, you can just go buy ETH, okay? Or you just go buy Arbitrum. You could just go buy Optimism. You could just go buy Polygon, for example. But we're here looking for the big one. We're here looking for slingshot leverage, not just any type of like approach to this. No. We want deep value, contrarian. We want the highest ROI possible. Okay, it doesn't mean you get it, but these are the setups. Okay. You don't get these amazing ROIs where Bitcoin's already 60K. You don't get that. It's priced in. You understand? Everyone already likes it. Everyone knows about it. Okay. You get your biggest ROI when you have key information asymmetry. What's ours? It's the 170,000 ETH sitting in a wallet. It's Richard not streaming. It's the rest of the market thinking Richard's a scammer. He's not coming back. Okay. So they've literally given us a 1% survival rate. And I'll say, oh, okay, market's wrong. If Richard comes back to stream and then ETH hits $7,000 and he rotates the money in, I mean, pretty much Bob's your uncle, friends. And literally Uncle Bobby is your uncle. You're going to see more of these double-digit green percentage pumps. I mean, it's so easy just to thrash these things up You don't even imagine what's coming next. And you got to remember why we're actually here, friends, because we're here for value creation. Okay, now, individually, no one has any value. You start combining groups, people, families, structures, cults, you start to get value. That's the network, okay? And PulseChain ecosystem is a sleeping dragon. It was bootstrapped by HEX, the greatest cult. The community does not abandon coins as frequently as Soyland dwellers. So, friends, there are a lot of good meme coins on Solana. There are. The thing is with it, though, they're all a couple of 100 million market cap. They're much bigger. And they're all just like random cat thing. You know what I mean? They're all easily imitatable, if you know what I mean. They are. And there are cabals everywhere, just like every other coin. But when you have the biggest mainstream channels telling you to look there, there is no edge. I don't care what anyone tells you, friends. There is literally no edge. The edge is in the stuff where everyone has thrown the baby out with the bathwater, and then you believe that there's a recovery that's possible. It's exactly where we are now. And speaking of these things, friends, remember, look, here you have Gary Guzzler, the semen demon, okay, with his soy milk over there. So the market pretty much is assuming Gary Gensler is basically going to send HEX to zero and keep it to zero. And like, friends, we've already seen, dude, people buy and own these things, whether the government likes them or not. We've seen this experiment too many times, okay? They can't stop this. They can try, and guess what? They have kicked it in the nuts for a year or two, but they can't stop it forever. The supply is getting chewed away. Do you understand? And then you have October 31st, which is the new court date. The corrupt SEC have tried to instill fear into the hearts of Hexicans. And as soon as I saw that, friends, wrong strategy on the wrong community. Okay, corrupt SEC, you are going to get spanked with the turnout of Hexicans. You think they survived? We survived minus 99% down, and the founder saying he doesn't like one of the coins. Okay, we survived 3.5 years of going down only, and being gatekept, and being spat on. Okay, and coffin dancing on us as revenge from Eric Orr. You honestly think they are not willing to sacrifice one shitty little public holiday to come and try pump their bags for support? You know what? I think you are greatly out of touch, and you're going to be surprised. Now, what do you do, baby dolls? Because there are green candles coming up. You have Icosa 20%, HEX 23%. Most people already in, okay? This is where basically the last bits of supply get chewed up, and everyone's wondering like, wow, where are the cheap prices at? So what do you do from here? Well, friends, you can keep looking for leverage on the ecosystem. If you're coming in now, like, not financial advice, but the first thing you'd probably do is, like I said, just 90% call, 10% lottery, throwing in the calls. Let's say you wanted to allocate $5,000 to the ecosystem. Like, I'm just saying, maybe throw in $800 into 5 of the calls, EHEX, PHEX, Inc, Pulse, X Pulse, do some farming, whatever, just sit on that, and then you got $1,000 left over, and then you can play around with smaller ones. Maybe put in $200 Icosa, maybe like, 200 B-Car, Dick with Bar, maybe I'll put $200 PDI, whatever. You just find heaps of stuff, okay? So that's, I'm just throwing out just a general approach to these right now. But I'm just letting you know, 90% call, 10% lottery, I've been yelling about forever, since forever, friends. As we move into this next phase, I'm going to keep saying 90% call, 10% lottery, but people aren't going to be listening, okay? They're going to be doing 50% call, 50% lottery, okay? That's what they're going to be doing in this next phase, which is going to be exciting because you're going to see memes and everything else just flying, pop off the roof. And then at the very, very end, it'll just be literally 100% lottery, and I'm not even joking. Okay, so you did not wait this whole time to just enter now, right? You've been entering the whole time. These are what you call calls. And it makes sense from their perspective. For example, if Bitcoin's 140,000, people are not coming in with like $8,000 to throw it in a Bitcoin, okay? They're going 100% lottery, which is lottery in their particular. It's lottery prices and lottery coins, okay? So it's the double leverage, okay? So that's what's ultimately coming next. HEX plus 24% continues to receive a migration from Bitcoin as the market decides the better store of value. You will have Icosa and everything else swinging and slinging up. And also, friends, having some fun here as well. This is what we're just going to end on. This is funny. So, warning, HEX is a Ponzi scam. It's going to have a 40% crash right here. Now, get used to this. Everyone's used to this, right? So these next crashes, friends, I know it's going to, you think you're going to be able to deal with it. They're easier than now, but it's not. It's not that easy. I'm here to prepare you because you are going to be seeing a lot of people excited. And your brain is now trained that when you see excitement, it's game over. So as we move up, every time there's a 40, 50, or 60% crash, if it's not eaten up like literally immediately, you're going to get really anxious. You're going to get really skits. It's going to make you nervous because you're going to be thinking, what if it's over? What if it's over? Because yeah, the numbers get high, but you know at that point, it's the maximum point of pain. It's like going back to 2021, the top, okay? That euphoria was the maximum point of pain, isn't it? Because it's the beginning of the longest possible time for you to finally bottom out and start turning around. And no one wants to go through that again. Luckily for us, though, we got a long way to climb. But for now, you will be seeing moves like this. You'll be seeing these big corrections, 40, 60, 70%. And honestly, no one's going to have any answer, friends. At some point, hopefully a long time from now, but at some point, one of those corrections turns into another correction, and then you realize you're in a bear market. Okay, so that's pretty much what it comes down to. You see, it doesn't take much to basically send it off, but we are going to be looking at the exotic top signals, Bitcoin's price, a lot of things going on, and yeah, you're not going to have this magical indicator. We're going to feel it, friends. We're going to feel it. You never know, man. They might make it really easy for us. Maybe someone gets a Richard Hart tattoo. I don't know. Maybe Crypto Banter just starts spamming my video. I don't know. Something's going to happen. I don't even think I know, friends. I know. Like, we go down here, bro. Like, we had, friends. We had, if we couldn't make it more of a clear signal, we had Davey Soy Hoffman crying, okay? We had Davey Soy, like, bro, how's a guy with 3,000 Ethereum, DCA buying at like $100, making $1 million a year on the biggest Ethereum maxi channel? Why are you crying, bro? You're the last person that should be crying. You see, so I believe, while I spin this helicopter hat, I believe we will get the polar opposite of that at the top. And I think it's going to be funny. And I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be, but I could just feel something like someone coming in. They missed the whole bear market. They didn't buy it all. They faded the whole time. And then they just go all in at the end. And they get emotional and euphoric. Now, I don't know what the euphoria is going to be, but I'm going to start, basically, I'll be talking about it. I can feel it, friends. Something's going to come. Something's going to come, and we're going to be saying, bro, this guy said we were a scam at 1 cent. And now he's gone in at $1.20. Like, I want to say something like that. I want that to happen. I want euphoria, actual euphoria. And it will happen, friends. It will. Something's going to appear. Now, I hope it's not at a price much less than everyone thinks, but you're much more equipped now, aren't you, friends? And the only way really to appreciate a time like that is to make sure you don't have any stable coins right now. Okay, so yeah, if we crash to zero, okay, we're all dead. Anyway, but that's how you actually get over it, friends. It's to go maximum turbo long exposure, like I've been talking about literally for the past 2.5 years. That's the only way to make it through. Otherwise, you're always wondering, what if? We're going to make it. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.